Hello, traveler. Welcome to AmeriCanada. I am your American host, Signac, and I will be taking you on an adventure into the unknown world of bullshit.
I'm pretty sure, North America is pretty known at this point.
No, we are unknown for all of our bullshit.
I mean, America put its bullshit on display.
Why, young whippersnapper traveler, what might your name be, Sonny?
Me? Well, I'm just little Jack, 'cause that's who I am. I'm just coming in from Canada.
Oh, Canada.
Canada, yeah.
Oh, Canada.
Just flew in, and boy, my arms are tired.
We both went real stupid with that real fast.
Oh my god. I went to bed at 3 in the morning, or I fell asleep around 3 in the morning, and then I woke up at 7:30 in the morning, so I am firing on all cylinders.
You want to know why he went to bed at 3 in the morning?
Because my cat kept me up.
Because he was playing Final Fantasy until 2.
Yeah, and I went to bed, and then, the cat annoyed me, and I had
An hour
Twitter.
is about, honestly, an hour is a reasonable amount of time to fall asleep once you're, laying down and, getting kind of relaxed. So, it's your own fault for staying up till 2 a.m. playing Final Fantasy.
Literally, if I finish a stream and I'm going to bed, I go upstairs, I brush my teeth, I lay down, I look at Twitter for maybe 15, 20 minutes, and then pass right the fuck out. I didn't look at Twitter this time, I just laid there going, screaming internally. I can fall asleep at the drop of a hat on anything. Put me on a concrete floor, I'll fall asleep on it. Put me on the stairs, I have fell asleep on stairs before.
Ow. Ow is my only response to that.
I wonder why my back hurts.
I wonder why I have arthritis at such a young age.
Yeah, this podcast brought to you by chiropractors. Chiropractors, wow. Chiropractors.
Chiropractic.
They're not doctors.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Get a medical license.
What if you have a medical license in chiropractic, sir?
I don't... That's I'm gonna get a civil engineering degree to build bridges, but then instead of having them open up when ships come, they open down when cars show up. That's what a chiropractor with a medical license is like.
Is that not correct? Kill the cars.
That is incorrect, actually, yes. It is a common misconception that bridges are supposed to go up and only up, and if they go down, that's bad.
No, a bridge can go down. Suspension bridges go down a little bit.
I mean, everything goes down a little bit if we're talking about
And they lead to the creepy castle in which I hoard all of my bullshit.
I don't...
You got pockets full of bullshit today.
I went to bed at a reasonable time. I don't know why I am so
Yeah, you don't have an excuse.
I don't have an excuse ever.
Terrible.
My excuse is that I've been drinking less soda, and so life is meaningless now.
Oh, yeah, of course, because I forgot that brown liquid give purpose.
Yes.
Brown
Hey,
hurdy liquid.
Want to know something amazing?
Uh-oh.
A while back,
Oh, no.
we told a story about a Florida woman who, just went into a storm drain, on an adventure. For
an adventure.
What was it, fucking a week or some shit?
I thought it was 3 weeks. It was a couple days or weeks or something like that.
It was a significant amount of time. I think it was almost a week. I think it was just under a week that she was under there. In the gray water, hanging out. She's in the news again.
Okay. Is she fundraising?
No.
Did she save a cat?
She's back on her same bullshit because she was found in Texas in an underground tunnel.
Is it also a storm drain?
So, yes.
Oh my god.
Yes, it was. So just 2 months ago, she was found in Florida in a storm drain. Now she's in Texas,
She swam a long way.
I don't know that she swam to Texas, but she definitely got there probably through the interconnected series of tunnels that lead from Texas to Florida.
Ah, yes, of course, the secret underground tunnels. One leads to the Pentagon, but you gotta find it.
Oh.
Yeah, it's hard. It's difficult.
It's like a maze down there, I swear.
Yeah.
All of America is just one big tunnel system.
The Pentagon tunnel also, you gotta kind of crouch, I heard, and that's just bad for your back. So don't even bother.
I mean, what if you just belly crawled through the muck in the gray water? Your face all up in it. So, police in Texas were searching for the missing 43-year-old woman last week. When she saw them approaching her, she slipped into a nearby storm drain.
Wait. So
She went
wait.
missing, but she wasn't hiding in the storm drain. She was missing, saw police looking for her, and ducked in. She fucking vented Among Us style.
She actively is trying to evade finding. Is she like a Where's Waldo ancestor, like descendant or something like that? And she doesn't really know how to do it because like her dad's been missing for ages and she can't really learn from him.
He's like the ultimate at this. Her mom is Carmen Sandiego.
Lord.
She climbed. This time she actually was able to get out of the storm drain herself.
Okay.
So what had happened was her family reported that she, hid from the police by going to the storm drain. She climbs out by herself. And then on Saturday, she was taken to the hospital for psychiatric treatment.
Yep.
She's been checked into a rehab facility. The mayor of the second city that she decided
Slipped
she wanted
in.
to be in the freaking sewers of for some reason,
Yeah.
noted that the story is so bizarre and that people should know better than to go into the sewer system. The woman later told police that she had been trapped underground for 3 weeks. Oh, so it was 3 weeks when she was in Florida.
Okay, so yeah, I was right. It was 3 weeks.
In the latest incident, the family was able to ping the woman's last location using the tracking app on her phone, and that led her to where they believed she had gone in the underground system again. So they began dropping bags of food and Gatorade into manholes across the city. What?
Okay, that got a lot crazier than I expected.
So basically, she gets stuck in the sewers of Florida for 3 weeks. Her family says, okay. She got in there by swimming, so we'll just go somewhere a little more landlocked. You know, Texas does have a beach, but like Dallas is further from that. So we're going to go somewhere, where she's a little more like not liable to wander into the ocean and get lost. But then she's like, no, I am one of the sewer people now. I must return. My people need me.
Well, that's exactly, like, is she part mole and she just realized, like, her ancestry or something like that? Like, it's so many questions that I have. Like, I mean, obviously she's not well, and I hope she gets help. But
Maybe she became a sewer mermaid.
Ooh.
When she was in Florida, she became a sewer mermaid, and now it's like, I'm gonna die if I'm not in a sewer.
Yeah, no, I have to live here in this. I will keep going to different locales so people will stop finding me. She can check off Texas. She can check off Florida. Louisiana, I'm sure that would probably be fine, right?
I think another important detail that's been left out of this is why were the police looking for her the second time?
I don't know.
What did she do? And why is she hiding from them?
I wonder. I'm scared. I hope this woman's okay, but like at the same time, to be a fly on the wall in Texas during that time.
Right?
I come out the street and you just watch them lift a manhole and they drop a thing of food and Gatorade in there. If they didn't tell you what they were doing,
are you feeding the gators?
There's so many questions. Like I couldn't poop anymore. Like I'm terrified that a hand's gonna come up and tickle my butthole.
Oh, thanks for putting it that way, because now I'm not gonna be able to poop.
Well, she's not. Well, we don't know if she's in your area or not. I don't know if she's in my area or not.
Texas is not far. She could totally just come up to my state and just be living in my sewers right now, for all I know.
Ooh! If you do see a woman in your sewers nearby, give her some Gatorade. Give her the blue kind.
Orange.
Blue kind's universal.
No.
Oh,
orange is the best.
Orange is no. Citrus,
Orange
fake
is best.
citrus flavored things are not good. Fake lemon, fake lime. Fake lime you can kind of get away with, but fake orange and like fake grape, that too, is just terrible. Okay, those are like the worst flavors.
Grape, I will agree. Grape never tastes like grape, but fake orange doesn't taste like orange, but it tastes good.
It does.
I
not.
like the taste of fake orange.
Oh God, no! It just reminds me of my poverty.
And I bet my new favorite cryptid, the sewer mermaid, probably loves fake orange too.
She probably loves gray water too, because that's her home. Like it's just like you can't really base a
Why
someone's.
are you judging her?
Like you can't base someone's taste on things if you look at it at a certain lens. Like people in the 40s and 50s were putting everything in gelatin. Like
Ew.
you can't. Yeah. The food back then were its own cryptids, right? Somebody sent me something yesterday of like onions that was filled with beans, and you bake them.
Oh, what?
Yep.
Nope.
Yep. Welcome. I don't know
you ruined
how.
an onion.
Don't know how our parents and grandparents survived. Great grandparents. Like what happened to
Spite.
food?
They survived out of spite.
Pretty much, right? Like how do they? I wonder what it was in there that made them live to like hundreds of years old at this point. I'm pretty sure, right? Like the oldest person is 406, I think. Yeah.
What? You're fucking lying. The oldest person is not 406. I see that shit-eating grin.
Oh, my lord. She could be 406 for all we know, and she could be evading capture because they want her delicious, delicious, life-giving nutrients that are inside her.
Well, yeah, but she's a cryptid. She could be millennial old, and that's fine.
I'm thinking I might have to go down and try and catch her.
Is she going to be the new Bigfoot?
She might be. She might be my Bigfoot.
Can you capture the sewer mermaid? She needs a better name than sewer mermaid. Sue the mermaid.
Just flashbacks to the hat that I saw of Bigfoot is real and he ate my ass. You see me in the Texas sewers putting my butt near every storm drain, just waiting, hoping.
With a bag of Gatorades just dangling down. Come for me, sewer mermaid.
Come to me, Sue. We can be one. Let me understand you. Only I can understand you.
Let me show you all the sewers of the world.
There's so many Canadian ones. You could make friends with probable beavers down there. They're damming everything up. Ooh,
Beavers,
wouldn't you like that, Sue?
Geese.
You said it before I did.
Yep.
Bing, 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 bing. Hit the
gotta
button.
get it
Hit the
in
button.
there.
Everybody clap. Everybody applaud.
It's your
Yay.
free space on your AmeriCanada bingo card. Is just the goose.
I really need like a Pee-wee's Playhouse style sound effect just to go in there every time we say geese from now on. Geese or goose.
Oh no.
What's that? Extra editing work? Oh no. So I hate that. I'm sorry that woman is in a miserable situation, but hopefully
I'm
that
not
maybe.
sorry. She's living her best sewer cryptid life.
Okay, well, all right, and I'll take it back. Fantastic for her.
The police keep getting in her way.
She's really not letting. They're really not letting her live her true self. So you know what she could probably use while she's down there, though?
A towel.
A towel. Probably something a little tasty, though. Some little tasty nutrients. Probably not nutrients, though. I don't know why I went to nutrients. Usually eating equals nutrients, but these are just donuts.
Food? Donuts.
These are just donuts.
I love donuts.
Some donuts. I wanted to give it a little light, a light little sample of some something nicer, something a little bit more upbeat. Because I know last week we kind of got serious with the rhino stuff. So today on June 5th, unfortunately, we mixed it. I missed it by one day because we record on Saturdays. But yesterday was National Donut Day. June 4th.
I actually ate donuts yesterday.
You ate donuts yesterday?
I didn't know that. Yeah,
there
were donuts at work. I forgot my breakfast. There were donuts, so I was very happy.
So I'm gonna give you a couple donut rundowns. A lot of it relates to Tim Hortons, so obviously it's
naturally
it's a Canadian article.
Do you even have Starbucks there? Your Tim Hortons game is just so strong.
We do have Starbucks there, but I have to drive like 30 minutes to get to the nearest Starbucks. I have to drive 2 minutes to the nearest Tim Hortons.
How much space is between each Tim Hortons? Is it like a meter per Horton?
Out here, 20 minutes. In town, yeah, you actually can just, it's a different unit of measurement in there. You can actually just, it's a couple meters. It's a couple meters, I think. I know there's one in town that there's like one attached to a gas station that they built into the gas station like not too long ago. But if you just go to the next intersection, which is like 400 meters away, there's another Tim Hortons right there.
I'm going to drive through this Tim Hortons and then go to my other Tim Hortons. This Tim Hortons makes better coffee. This one has really good donuts. This one has a breakfast biscuit.
Some Tim Hortons donuts are harder to track down than others. So yeah, apparently I've never even heard of any of these. Well, I mean, I've heard of some of these, but I've not heard of them in our stores. Like a maple cruller. We have honey crullers, which are really tasty.
What's a cruller?
God, what is the term for a cruller?
I know what a maple is, and I know what a honey is. What the fuck's a cruller?
What makes it a cruller? A light cake cut from rolled dough. It kind of has a twisted shape to it. I will send you a picture of one. Here you go. I guess it's just a twisty donut, and that's what makes it a cruller.
Okay, it's a twisty donut. Okay,
twisty donut. So we have we have honey crullers here, and they're really tasty. But I've never heard of a maple cruller, and I kind of want one because I fucking love maple.
Maple donuts are my favorite. Not gonna lie,
they're so good.
They're so fucking good.
They have maple swirl, which I've never heard of. Also, a chocolate snow, and I want to know what that is because that just sounds fantastic. Or deadly. And chocolate eclairs, which everybody knows. Long Johns, which are kind of just pretty much chocolate eclairs anyway. But I've not seen them in stores here. and I'm sad. I am now wagging my finger in the cadence that I'm speaking.
Tim Hortons, get your shit together.
Mr.
Get
Horton.
your donuts universal.
I want. There was an award. If there was an award, sorry, I was led up the primrose path. Lloydminster, Alberta is where people eat the most donuts per capita. I thought they would give me a number on this one when they started the sentence, and they did not. So I'm a little.
So just taking averages, they eat the most.
Apparently.
We'll just say that every person eats 10 donuts a day, and we'll call that good.
Canada's #1 donut consumer in the world, though.
Really?
1 billion annually. But can you guess what the next, the close second country is?
I would guess us at US.
You would guess.
We
You'd be
eat
incorrect.
a lot of fucking donuts.
Yeah, you'd be silly because American exceptionalism.
So my first next guess would be like England, but I don't think England. I'm going against my first best guess. I'm going to say France.
No. I'll give you one more guess.
No, I don't want
you one more guess. No, you'll.
Okay, fine.
Say something out of the left field.
Denmark.
It's Japan.
It's Japan. Yeah, I should have known because there's a secret link between Canada and Japan.
Exactly.
Is a huge conspiracy.
Exactly. You're starting to learn. You're starting to understand the country a little bit more. That Japanada is my next podcast.
Japanada.
But yeah, apparently we eat the most donuts per capita, or in the world, and Japan is a weird one that's a close second.
Yeah, but I bet that they have the most creative donuts though.
Oh, more than likely. If I go to Japan,
they've got sushi donuts and probably old man sweat donut.
Ooh. I would be tempted to eat the seaweed ones though, maybe if possible.
What's it called? An onigiri, where it's just a rice donut with seaweed on it.
Pretty much, yeah. Oh, you mean jelly donuts?
Yeah, jelly donuts.
But to further drive the point home, 1.4 million donuts are eaten a day in Canada, on average. There's a fuck ton of donuts, yo.
Now I want donuts. I just ate muffins, but I want donuts now. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome. And Timbits, which you guys call donut holes, are 45 years old apparently today. Or this year.
Timbits?
Timbits. The Timbit celebrates his 45th birthday in 2021.
Is it Tim as in Tim Hortons? Tim?
Yep.
Wow, Tim Hortons. Way to just usurp that. What if another place other than Tim Hortons wants to sell Timbits?
Since they are, pretty much just donut holes, and apparently they are the same age as Ryan Reynolds, I think they should reclassify them as Ryan holes, and that way I may eat some Ryan holes.
Oh no! Ryan Reynolds, I'm a really big fan. I really liked how Deadpool came out. Please ignore my co-star if he's touching on he's getting a little too close. All right, please be my best friend.
Ryan Reynolds is fine. I'm sure he'll recover with my weird, insensitive remarks.
He'll probably end up, taking that idea and actually making Ryan holes.
Honestly, yeah. So Ryan Reynolds, hit me up if you make your gin and also Ryan holes. I feel like
sponsor us.
I feel like I at least either sponsor us or at least call me. I'm not doing anything tomorrow. Not really.
Goodness.
We can chat. We can hang out. You can braid my hair. I need to get a haircut, but you can if you want.
I mean, if you get a haircut, then you can't braid your hair.
Yeah, but that right now, I need to. For people listening, I have not the longest hair, but there's enough that you could probably I can do it.
Call this bitch Rapunzel because his hay touched the floor.
It was pretty close at one point. JK, it was just touching my nips, but
are your nips on the floor? Do you not have legs?
That's been my secret shame this entire time.
I've only ever seen you from the waist
torso
up-ish.
Yep. It's
no legs
it's my secret shame. Nobody's supposed to. I was supposed to get the treads in last year, but pandemic. So maybe one day I'll be an all-terrain Devon.
The floor and get ready for another story. Unless you have more donut stuff.
I know, but I'm picturing now long nipples acting as legs.
Oh,
kind of no. I don't know if you ever seen the cow walking on its udders gif.
Oh yes, I have. Oh.
Yeah, pretty much just that.
Oh no. So I have a heck of a story for you.
Okay, story me.
It involves two young girls from Utah, ages 9 and 4. Stop it.
Okay.
They have a dream. That dream is to go to the Pacific Ocean for a swim.
Okay.
In order to achieve that dream, they stole a semi-truck and started driving.
What
Yep.
Were they hauling
Yep.
cargo at the time?
Okay, my bad. No, they didn't steal a semi. They crashed into one.
Oh.
This is just me being unable to read. They stole
Okay.
their parents' truck and started driving. They nearly hit a pickup truck on their way, and then they head-on crashed a semi.
Oh,
and then
shit.
walked away unharmed.
They got the bendy bones, I'm telling you.
The police are reported as saying that if they didn't have on their seatbelts, it would have been deadly.
Yeah, seatbelt saved lives. Who would have known?
But they had on their seatbelts. They crashed fucking head-on into a semi-truck and lived to tell the tale.
So they were trying to go swim in the Pacific. Where were they from again?
Utah.
Utah.
Google's
That
a map.
is 2 states in to the right, beside Nevada. Yes, I did it.
I wasn't going to answer you. I knew where it was, but I was afraid I'd be wrong.
Oh my god, how am I more right about your map than you are
I
sometimes?
knew where it was. No, I was right. I was just cowardly.
You were not confident, and that confidence shows off in being. It's just as equal as being wrong. Fear is the mind killer.
So they how far did they get? Both girls wear seatbelts. No one was injured. Explained the officers in the scene said that if the girls hadn't been buckled, it would have been pretty bad because the vehicles were pretty munched.
Jesus,
The semi-truck and the car had to be towed. A 9-year-old first sideswept a pickup truck whose driver started following them, thinking the driver was impaired. He discovered the driver of the other vehicle was not impaired, but in fact a 9-year-old female driving with her 4-year-old sister.
So, when can you apply the citizen's pit maneuver? I've been saying this one for years. If citizen's arrest is a thing, you should be able to citizen's pit maneuver
children. Just saying.
If you pit maneuver a child who's driving, that's better than them hitting a semi head-on and potentially dying. I'm just saying. The citizen's pit maneuver can save lives.
Citizen's pit maneuver.
Look, if citizen's arrest is a thing, citizen pit maneuver should also be a thing. I should also be able to carry citizen's handcuffs and citizen's mace. Because I could probably do a good job as the officers do around here anyway.
In Canada, that might work, but in America, I would be terrified of just suddenly there are pit maneuvers happening everywhere, and assholes are just calling, "It's a citizen's pit maneuver!"
You guys
God,
already
you pissed
open
me
carry.
off.
So, the ones that are meant to, not live in fear are the ones open carrying all over the place. So, it'll be fine. I'm sure. God. So, yeah, did it say how far they got?
It doesn't say how far they got, unfortunately.
Dang.
It just says that they stole the car around 4:30 while their parents were asleep. And the parents didn't find out what happened until they got the phone call from the police.
Do we have a
About
time
the
when they
crash.
crashed? Let's try and piece it together. Let's try and do some sleuthing.
I don't see a time of crash.
Oh, we can't even do math. I love math.
Can't even do math.
God.
There
damn it.
is body cam footage. Hold on. There's body cam footage and the sun is rising. So
Wait.
I would say they probably got about 2 hours.
Holy hell. That's not bad then. Okay. You could probably made it 100 miles maybe? I'm gonna say maybe 80. I'm gonna say 80.
If you know
just
where
because,
you're going, that's the other
Yeah.
thing too, is they don't know where they're going because she's 9 and they're probably not going the full speed limit.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop it down. Actually, I'll drop it down to 70. I'll drop it down to 70 miles.
I would drop it to 50 tops. I don't think a
Really?
kid's going to drive very fast. I mean, you can barely reach the pedals.
Just employ your little sister. There you go. Works for me.
There's body cam footage of the cops walking up to these children that I am now
gun
watching. No.
You sure it's an American police officer?
I'm sure.
Wait, what color are the kids?
You know, They don't show them. So
'Cause
we'll
that would-
probably white.
Yeah, there we go. That makes sense now. We got there.
Good grief. I'm trying to think of like
Hooray,
the most
systemic
drastic
compression.
thing that I did as a child. But I was really tame.
I skipped school once. That was about it.
The first time I skipped school was in college. I don't even think it counts at that point.
No, that's when you're allowed to make your own choices. There's one course that I pretty much skipped the entire time and still passed. So, who even needs post-secondary?
What
Am I
even is
right?
a post-secondary?
What is a secondary?
And how do you post it?
That's really metal, though. I hope they had a good soundtrack with them.
Yeah, you have to have a good road track soundtrack. Road trip. Redo. You have to have. Oh my god, I can't words. You have to have a good road trip soundtrack.
There you go.
Holy, that took too many attempts.
It'd be really embarrassing if they actually got to like San Francisco or wherever, and they got out of the vehicle and they realized
try
they
to get a
forgot their base suits.
Oh no. Then they try to get a hotel and they don't have a credit card or license or really anything you need to get a hotel.
And they forgot the sunscreen. Ugh, just the worst.
Did bring a towel though.
Oh, good. There you go.
Remembered a towel.
Speaking of sunscreen, though, like my arms have been like peeling for pretty much a week straight now. No matter how many times I shower and scrub at them, like just a new layer of peeling happens. Because I got sunburned a couple weeks back, and oh boy, it just will not stop.
I thought the
Not a
sun
fan.
didn't exist in Canada. That's why it snows there all the time.
It either exists way too much or way too little. In
Yeah,
some cases, the
you
sun
guys
don't
are at
set.
that elevation where it's like I know Alaska will have the sun for like ridiculous like multiple days, and then it'll be dark for like multiple days.
Yeah, there's places in Canada that get 24-hour sun. Yeah,
Are you one of those places?
I am not one of those places. That doesn't really start happening until like what latitude does sun not set?
See, I'm near the equator, so like we get pretty equal.
I'm sorry. Do you want to say that again?
Sun it. We're near. I'm nearish the equator,
The
so I get pretty
the
equal
equator?
sun. Sun do up and down pretty equal, true to year.
I find it just really equator. I've never heard
What
anybody
am I
pronounce it
saying?
like
How am
that.
I saying it wrong? It's the equator. Fuck off with your giggles.
Finally, I get one back now. Equator.
How do you say it?
It's the equator.
You are literally saying the same
I am
fucking
not.
thing.
I am
You
not.
were saying equator.
You are stressing your E way too much.
You are stressing me out way too much.
So latitude 66 degrees 33 minutes north is roughly when you will get a 24-hour sun. So we are about 3 degrees off from getting 24-hour sun.
Close, don't you?
I don't think the what's the latest sundown Nova Scotia?
Like, what's the max amount of time the sun's out in Nova Scotia?
What is the shortest day in Nova Scotia? It's obviously the solstice, yeah, but like what's the longest what's the sunset for solstice?
How much sun have one day?
Didn't tell me. Will not tell me. I have no idea.
What a bitch.
In regards to your incorrect pronunciation of things.
Oh my God.
And speaking of, people having spats with language, like we have all over the place here. Tim Donors. In modern day Halifax, i.e. the capital city of my province, I keep finding articles of Nova Scotia and it makes me happy because it's home. There are two competing groups of grown men, like grown adults,
Okay.
that call themselves the Pirates of Halifax. They are a group of people who dress up like pirates. And there are two of them that compete against each other.
There are two groups of pirates in Halifax. Do they pillage and plunder?
They do not. They just get angry at each other on Twitter, I guess, or something. They don't do anything.
That's
they
basically
just dress
modern day pillage and plundering.
Yeah. They go to events and like just wear pirate outfits and talk like pirates around. But apparently the founder of the first group created the second group after being expelled by his fellow pirates in 2016.
Ooh. Oh, this goes deep.
Oh, yeah. One group owned the website, piratesofhalifax.com, while the other reserved the right to use the name under the Registry of Joint Stock Companies, and both troops use the name on social media and elsewhere.
How do you differentiate them? Like, what if I want to be on, like, the Fallen Angels side of the Pirates of Halifax? Like, how do I know which one's which?
Yeah, I honestly have no idea. Like, what side do I hang the Pieces of 8 out of? Is that a thing? Is that our gang sign? I don't know. Where do we broadside?
You have the pieces of Tim, whatever, Tim Bits.
Tim Bits, there you go. Ryan's holes.
Ryan's holes.
However, it even goes deeper than that, because neither troop actually owned the Pirates of Halifax name.
Who does? Does anyone? Is there a third secret pirate group? And they're all internet pirates and they steal, like, movies and shit?
I don't know who actually owns the name, though. It doesn't specify here. It just kind of goes into the groups themselves. But it is owned.
And it's not owned by either of these people.
Neither of the Pirates of the Halifax groups own the Pirates of the Halifax name outright. I guess a lawyer said that they didn't have the right to kick him out of the group after their relationship broke down. But there were accusations of bad behavior going in both directions, including alleged unsafe use of a replica musket and allegations of sexual harassment.
What?
Those are two different levels of issues here.
Did the sexual harassment happen with the musket?
I hope so. I freaking hope so. So, suffice it to say that what began as an enthusiastic hobby with the bonus of financial reward descended into a relationship of considerable discord, mistrust, and aggravation. Parker claimed he did most of the work, and the others were merely subcontractors, but Sloan, I guess, one of the guys, and although Parker founded the group and did much of the work, the troop operated on the principle of one man, one vote. However, now there's 2 men, 2 votes, but they're of different groups, so it goes back down to one man, one vote.
2 armies. So when are they? Someone needs to construct a giant boat in the middle of Halifax.
Yep.
And then the other one can construct their boat, and then they can just, like, have a war on land as pirates, but on boats, but for kids' entertainment, I think.
And then they accidentally Halifax explosion a little bit. Just like a little bit, though. Just to really bring it back.
Mini-splosion.
Just a little explosion. Apparently,
fun.
though, originally the troop amounted to a legal partnership under the Partnership Act, and since the partnership was never officially dissolved, neither group of pirates can actually use the name. That's why neither of them own it.
So it's not that a third party owns it, it's that they are partners who split the ownership.
Yeah, but like it was never fully dissolved, so nobody could actually fully claim ownership of it because... It's yeah. Oh my god, it's amazing. And the small claims court can't do anything about this because it's not going to wind up with much.
They're
it's
who gives a shit? You're fake pirates.
Exactly. I did not. So actually, I actually, by way of like, how many degrees of Kevin Bacon? 6 degrees, 7 degrees, 350 degrees Fahrenheit. I do know one of the people who did the practicing of the pirate stuff. And I should reach out to them. I should be like, hey, which side are you on?
Yeah, you need to find out which kind of pirate they are, and if they're not the Lucifer's Fallen Angel version of the pirates, disown them.
Yeah, it was one got the skull and crossbones, the other one got like a blue beard on it or something like that. Like I need to know. I need to know.
I want to support only the correct pirates.
Only the correct ones, the ones that really feel to me.
And they end up having the same outfits, the same names, the same logo.
Yeah, exactly the same. It's kind of like the Rough Riders. I don't know if you know about them. But there is.
I feel like I've heard of them before.
So there's the Saskatchewan Rough Riders, which is a Canadian football league. But there was also it got dissolved a little while ago. But the Ottawa also used to be called the Rough Riders.
Oh no!
It was just a very weird situation. I don't know what actually came of that. I think one team had to change the name, but honestly, if both football teams boarded ships and started blasting each other, I would have also approved that, and maybe would have got viewership to the CFL.
Yeah.
I can't name another CFL team, so
there needs to be more pirate fighting.
Honestly, yeah, the world needs more pirate fighting in these days. That's
what we're missing. That's where we went wrong. We stopped the pirates from living their dreams. We've regretted it ever since.
You know what's not a regret, though?
What?
is the world article portion of the podcast. If you've been here before, you know that we talk about world stuff, and well, it's a crisis. It's a crisis, Signac.
Oh no, what's our crisis?
Crisis is the babies. The babies are the crisis.
What have the babies done? Do
Well,
they have machine guns? Should I be scared?
Again, they do have machine guns. Again, yes, but this is something else. It's a different crisis. This isn't a Somalian crisis. This is a
Oh
world
God!
crisis.
You went real. Oh no! I was joking.
Since the lowest ranking since the 1920s, the baby name Karen has plummeted. It's
No!
it's a sad state of affairs.
Poor Karen.
Yeah, the name has plummeted in popularity in 2020. The lowest ranking for the name since 1927.
Well, I mean, I don't think I would name a baby Karen, given the associations.
So this kind of actually makes sense now. Apparently, the peak of Karen name popularity was in 1965, and if you think about it now,
Boomers.
a lot of people that are called Karens are actually at that peak age right there.
They're Karen.
They are actually Karens. 1965, third most popular name for girls was Karen. I want to know what the first two were, though. And I'm not going to research it because I just don't care
Probably
enough.
Mildred and
Ethel.
Ethel.
But yeah, it's plummeting. It's plummeting these days, and I don't know how we're going to survive.
You have to consider the kinds of baby names that are coming out nowadays, because we have babies named like Grenade and Sharkskin.
Yeah. Those are strong names, though.
What did Elon name his fucking kid? XYZ fucking bullshit.
I think it was like it boiled down to Mark or something. I don't know. I actually don't know.
No, that's bullshit. If you spell a name ABCDEFGHIJKLMNOP and you're like, that's pronounced Susie, you're an asshole.
I did know of somebody who had a dash in their name, and you had to pronounce the dash as dash. Yeah.
That's so weird.
That was a thing at one point. But
I legitimately knew a kid whose legal name was Blade.
did he hunt vampires?
But he was messed up.
Yeah.
Like, he was like a few years younger than me, and he was part of that like bad, emo, but like worse kind of group of kids.
Oh boy.
It's like, what happens when you name your kid Blade?
There's a manifest destiny when it comes to names, not like when you guys try to take Canada. But this is miserable. It dropped 171 spots. 171 spots. It is now the 831st most popular baby name in 2020.
Is that in the world? Or like
I believe.
of
like
English speaking countries?
of English speaking countries, I believe, yeah.
This does make me wonder. And if anyone who's listening happens to have any insight on this, please email us, AmeriCanadaPodcast@gmail.com, because I really want to know, what are like the most popular names in like other countries that have different languages? So like, what's the most common woman's name in Japan? And do you have like an equivalent of Karen in Germany, or like anywhere else in the world, like Mexico? Do you have a Karen?
Yeah.
What
Mexico,
is your
what's
Karen
your Steve?
called? Well, specifically, like how we use Karen as like, some bitch who's stuck up and wants to talk to your manager. Like, I want to know, like, what's the equivalent of that in other languages?
It is a curious thing.
What is your undesirable name?
It's still not the least most popular one, apparently. That happened from 2019 to 2020, but Yuritsa is the biggest drop from 2019 to 2020.
I have
Yuritsa.
never heard that name before.
Then
Yuritsa?
Marissa Annabella Ariadne.
Marissa I've heard. But
Marissa I've heard.
Yuritsa?
Jade, spelled with a Y. Beatrix dropped. Tinley, Amia, Malia, Patricia. Patricia dropped. It's a shame.
Poor Patricia's.
But yeah. On the other side here, we have a change in male names too, and the biggest drop from 2019 to 2020 for a male name, Vivan. 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 I've never heard of that. These are not names. Some of these are not names.
It dropped because it's not a name.
Is Yisroel Toby. You know what? That's fair. Toby Keith really ruined a lot there.
If your name is Yisroel, we still appreciate you, Yisroel.
Oh, Castiel dropped finally, so
Toby Keith is from Oklahoma.
that's more of a reason to leave Oklahoma.
Toby Keith has a restaurant here called I Love This Bar and Grill.
Jesus Christ.
It's in Bricktown. Its food is okay.
I would expect that food to just be, yeah.
It's expensive and mediocre. It's okay. Mediocre is probably a little harsh, but
I mean, it sounds like a mediocre food establishment already. It's kind of like how Big Papa Pump owns like a Denny's or something like that. Just, why would you own a franchise? I don't know. The Bubbles used to have a bar up here from Trailer Park Boys, if people are aware of.
oh, Bubbles, yeah.
Yeah, that closed down. Yeah. Yeah, that did not last long.
Oh no.
Well,
I think that the most popular name for 2021 should be AmeriCanada.
AmeriCanada podcast.
First name AmeriCanada, last name podcast.
Middle name.com, but the way you put it on a form is you put your middle name last. Because it's like your middle initial, but like it's all initial, so like .com.
Or
go to AmeriCanada.
The .com is like the senior or junior like title. The .com is the title. So it's AmeriCanadaPodcast.com. Hey, thanks for listening. You are a treasure. If no one's told you this today, I love you, and I hope you have a really good day.
Dad?
Your dad would never tell you. So
I know,
don't fucking joke.
Yeah, I know. So we have been AmeriCanada. You can find us on Twitter at AmeriCanadaPod. Email us any articles you may find that you think is a little haha funny, AmeriCanadaPodcast@gmail.com.
You can find all our socials on our website for both of us.
Yeah.
Because I'm tired of plugging them all the time.
That's okay. That's why I'm taking up the mantle. You're Signac_art. I am Jekkus on Twitter or JekkusTV on Twitch, where I stream way too much Final Fantasy.
But this weekend, if you're listening to this on the day it airs, go there right now because he's going to be playing Resident Evil and he's going to be eating warheads and it's going to be a really good time.
I am playing it front to back in honor of my fallen doggo. I'm sad.
But it's
going to be a good time. It'll be a good time.
I will be there in chat. It'll be great.
Yeah. I guess that's really it. Is that it?
How do you end a podcast?
I don't think we've ever actually. We never figured it out.
How do you? Okay. So I'm gonna hit this button over here.
What button? What's it look like?
It's this big red button. It says "Do not press." I'm gonna press it. I think that might be how you. Oh God, there's snakes everywhere.
Oh no, not the snake button! I told you not to put the snake button in, and then when I told you if you're gonna put the snake button in, have it be labeled snake button, not do not press. And you're like, I think it's gonna be fine. It says do not press.